Bubango and the Leopard, a story by Thomas Karwath. In the vast African savanna, where the sun blazed hot from the sky and the grass swayed in golden waves, lived the fastest boy in the world named Bubango. Every day he tended to his family's goats, ensuring they stayed safe and sound. One sunny afternoon, as Bubango was watching over his herd, he noticed movement in the tall grass in the distance. A pair of glittering eyes sparkled back at him. It was a leopard, a dangerous hunter of the savanna, who had set its sights on one of his goats. Bubango knew he had to act quickly. With a swift sprint, he positioned himself between the leopard and his goats. "Not today," he said firmly, staring bravely into the leopard's eyes. The leopard, impressed by Bubango's courage, paused. "You are brave, boy," growled the leopard, "but I am hungry, and your goat looks delicious." Bubango knew he couldn't leave the goats alone, or the leopard would seize the opportunity to snatch one. He had to devise a plan to convince the leopard to leave his goats in peace. "Leopard, I know you're hungry," Bubango began, "but I have a proposal that could help us both." "Speak quickly, Bubango, before I change my mind," said the leopard with a menacing growl. "I will make a bet with you," Bubango said. "If I manage to beat you in a race, you will leave my goats alone. If you win, I will give you one of my goats." The leopard licked its lips and pondered. He was the fastest runner in the savanna and was confident of his superiority. "All right, Bubango, but be warned, I never lose." "Agreed," Bubango replied with a smile, "but we must make it fair. We will run around that big rock and back. Whoever reaches the goats first wins." The leopard agreed, and they lined up at the starting line. With a loud "Go!" they both took off. The leopard was lightning fast, but Bubango had a plan. Instead of running directly around the rock, he took a shortcut through the tall grass, a path only he knew. As the leopard rounded the rock, he realized that Bubango was already almost back at the goats. The leopard, amazed by Bubango's cleverness, could no longer catch up and had to admit his defeat. "You have won, Bubango," growled the leopard, "but know that I will not forget this loss." "A deal is a deal," Bubango said calmly. "You promised to leave my goats alone." The leopard, impressed by Bubango's bravery and cleverness, nodded reluctantly and disappeared into the tall grass to hunt elsewhere. When Bubango later returned home, he told his father about the adventure with the leopard. His father, a wise and kind-hearted man, listened attentively and smiled proudly. "Bubango," his father said, "I am glad you saved the goats, but even more, I am proud that you negotiated so wisely with the leopard. It takes courage to face a dangerous animal, but it takes even more wisdom to find a solution that helps everyone." Bubango smiled broadly, knowing that he had demonstrated not only his speed, but also his cleverness that day. He knew he had to remain vigilant to protect his herd, but he also knew that with courage and wit he could overcome any challenge. And so Bubango, his father, and the goats lived in peace and harmony in the vast, beautiful savanna.